Greetings, family. This is Shelley of Culturally Speaking. Chris isn't at the table at this time. It is early. It's an early, quiet morning here in Chiapas, Mexico. I just wanted to talk about rejuvenating ourselves, how important it is to have a morning routine that nourishes us, that fortifies us, that rejuvenates us. Having a plan each day that allows us to quiet our minds, to listen to our own thoughts. Also, if you saw our first video, I told you, we shared with you that we are actually living on a working farm. Hopefully I mentioned that. So I'm on the patio of the cottage that we live in, but here to the right, and we'll give like probably a little tour at some point. This is the whole field pasture, so they have a herd of they have a herd of sheep, cow, about 4 or 5 horses, 2 miniature horses. They have turkeys. I think it's probably 2 female turkeys and a male turkey, white turkeys. Chickens, dogs, so roosters. So you'll hear all that in the background. I think it's calming. Sometimes the cows can be really talkative, so if you hear some things, I kind of moved the video so you can see right here the fence. So this morning already, the sheep already came out, so they're like way to the other end of the field. So I have my water, and most of the times I'm up before Chris. I'm a morning person. I like the quiet of the morning. So usually before my coffee or warm beverage, I'll make sure I have my water. The beverages I've been drinking are for Sigmatic. Actually, I got these as a sampler pack at Sephora. The taste, you have to get accustomed to the taste. They said add water, but I like the almond milk. And you can jazz it up how you like it. So I'm going to drink one of these this morning. I don't know which one. One is a chai latte mushroom mix with turkey tail and reishi. It's sweet. A sweet chai, they say. This is an adaptogen coffee mix balanced with tulsi and ashwagandha. Has a light cinnamon flavor, it says. And then there's the mushroom golden latte mix, beautified with shiitake and turmeric. So I might go with this one. I'll put that aside. So fortifying ourselves. Deep breathing. Waking up in the morning, having some water. You can add your lemon. You can add lime to your water. That cleanses our liver. It cleanses, give us a good start from the night before. Like I said, we drink coffee most of the time, so we have the water to keep us replenished. We're living like in a tropical area, so we like to stay hydrated. Everybody should stay hydrated. Sometimes I get a alkaline water fortified with minerals. That's always good. Or if you don't have that, we usually do some Himalayan rock crystals and put 1 or 2 crystals in our water because you need that to you need those electrolytes to help your heart, to help everything, help that water actually get into the cell membrane. Do your breathing. Take some time, 5 minutes, to do a deep breath. Most of the time we breathe shallow, it's just up in this area. I'm talking, I'm breathing, but I see when it's deep, your stomach expands when you breathe in. So do your deep breathing. You might want to get a journal, write your thoughts down for the day as you drink your water or your warm beverage. Wish your intentions for the day. Give thanks for the day, thanks and gratitude. Which is so important because they say gratitude equals happiness. If you write 3 things down that bring you gratitude, that you're grateful for, write down 3 things every day. It changes the serotonin in your brain. After we start doing things, they say after 30 days it becomes a habit. So get a journal, write something down, give thanks. Just 3 things you can write every day. Another thing is, I've noticed here living in Mexico, they always have a shrine. They have a shrine to Guadalupe. So even here on this property, it's a structure, it's a shrine. They keep a candle, they have flowers, even on the highway. You might see a little box and have little flowers and stuff in it, and the community folks come and attend to those altars. We went out yesterday to Walmart and to do some things, and a woman was there, one of these little miniature altars, and she was there cleaning, doing things. So every culture has a way of honoring life, honoring their ancestors, the angels, whatever you want to call it, even our African ancestries, it's always a priestly class in a lot of cultures, and wisdom, little things like this can get your mind away from what's going on in the world, the chaos. There's always going to be chaos, but within ourselves, we can be at peace. Excuse me. And through our peace, it spreads. It's silent. You don't have to, I don't have to have a placard. Well, be peaceful and push an agenda on you, push anything on you. Just me being at peace will affect you. Another practice that you can incorporate into your day is yoga, stretching. Now, I admit I don't do it every day. I don't think about it every day, but when I do, I pull out my mat. I like to do even just a 5-minute morning stretch. But I was looking at some stuff last night. I'm like, and now must be some black people yoga out here. Where are my black sisters? I know, right? So, yes, it is. It's a comedic yoga family. It's beautiful. I wrote down some names for you to check out, these sisters on their channels. So the same way as the sun salutation, because I love the sun salutation, but they have a comedic Egyptian virgin where they're calling on Ma'at, poses of Isis, the pharaoh, pharaonic stance, You know, when you do the downward facing dog, that's the inverted pyramid. How powerful is that? And I think it's so important, especially during all this upheaval in the states and our folks, we have to be able to connect to another reality. You know, Africa. What can I say? It is what it is. That's all. That's where we come from. Whatever country, explore that continent. Look at those ways that they honor God, nature, the ancestors. Benin with the Budan. You know, Ghana, right, with the shrine. So all these cultures have shrines. Check out the sister ES, Eat, Love, and Migrate. She's living in northern Ghana now. Tamale, I think it is. She knows a prince. Yes, family. She chilling, hanging out with the prince. And he has been such a prince. So they go visit different communities. He's showing her protocols. You know, she bought land. Talking to the chief, you gotta go through the old chimey. You just don't step up on the chief's door. Hey, chief. No, it's a protocol, and she's taking us through that. We have such a rich history, and it's another channel speaking about protocols and customs. So I like this brother also, Echo Simpson. He's from Ghana. He does a lot of videos, so cool. But he did a live stream with the chiefs. Right, it was two chiefs. One chief lives in Cleveland, Ohio. I forget their names. And another chief that lives in Ghana, but he was also in North Carolina at the time of the stream. But the point is, so this brother Echo, you know, the discussion is open, so the chiefs are talking. But what Echo did was, when he introduced Nana, there's two Nanas, he said, this is Nana Cry, the second sub chief. And when I was like, uh-oh. So towards the end of the video, the other Nana, that's a shame, I don't have his name. I don't want to get fined. But anyway, he got fined. Nana said, brother, for that mistake you made, you got to give me a cow and 2 bottles of schnapps. Yes, family, you just cannot say what you want to say to these chiefs. It's such a respect and protocol that goes in place that he didn't know. So he's Ghanaian. He lives in the Cape Coast. He's a teacher. He's been doing a lot of things, you know, for school and talking about, bringing African Americans from the diaspora to Ghana. But he made a faux pas, family, and the chief got him. He's like, you owe me a cow and 2 bottles of schnapps for that mistake. And he laughed it off. And it's a learning. It's a process of learning. You know, Africa is a different way of doing things and the level of respect. So, like I said, it was a live stream, so people were like, oh, when you present that offering to the chiefs, do a video so we can see it. And he laughed and said, yeah, that'll be a good video. And he's like, family, y'all got to help me because one cow, that's like $300, $500 American dollars. So it's a good video, but it just shows you, you just can't be talking any kind of way to the chiefs. You always need to have you an Ochimi, which is the linguist that goes between you and the chief. Meaning, I could be like, yes, I want to buy some land, or we come to the village, I want to give it to whatever. The chiming, because he could clarify all that you said and make sure it's the right protocol for the chief. So, again, let us fortify ourselves during these times. Reach back, family, yes, reach back to those cultures that haven't changed for thousands of years, that support us, that are there for us. Okay. Let me give you this Black Girl Yoga. They doing it. I'm so proud. One sister is Mel Douglas, M-E-L Douglas. It's Black Girl Yoga. She's from, I guess she has the Black Women's Yoga Collective. And one thing I like too, everybody not pencil thin, right? These women, all different shapes. I love it. The other one is Ariana Elizabeth. Her channel is yogiapproved.com. Her YouTube is yoga class. She does a goddess ritual, heart opening flow. Right, that's a morning. That's a 20-minute morning yoga. The other sister, Mel Douglas, she does a 10-minute bedtime routine. This other sister, Indigo Ray TV, ENDIGO RAE TV. She does an Egyptian Kemetic yoga for beginners. That's about 10 minutes. And then there's the China, CHYNA. I don't know if this is Win or Wine, WHYNE. She does an 8-minute yoga Kemetic class. Family, I hope you found this is helpful. Stay tuned. We'll be bringing you more videos. I'm sure Chris will have something to say on the importance of rejuvenating ourselves, the importance of mental health.
Good morning, family. Shelly did a story this morning about stress and how to alleviate it, and I wanted to give my 5-minute take on it as well. Stress is a big part of Black people and all people, but really Black people, and we as men will hold stress tight, and that's not a good thing. So I would recommend that we meditate, think about stuff, like contemplate, and try to get the stress off of you, because it's not good. So in about six years about 6 years ago, I had a stroke, and the stroke was from the stress that I was having on in life. So so I know stresses can lead to some very bad outcomes and consequences. And it's taken me about 6 years to work my way through the process of healing. And if you would have asked me in 2013, was I stressed? I would say yes. In 2013, I didn't know. I knew, but I didn't put into practice a lot of things that you need to do to de-stress your life. So, but now I have all the time to put it into practice, those techniques that I learned from YouTube or from courses. Um, so whatever the source of the information, make sure that you understand. Um, Make sure that it resonates with your body. Like does meditation resonate with you? Does being contemplative, um, being by yourself to think about stuff, does that resonate with you? As an example. Again, I just want to give my 2 cents and say that stress is a deadly um, thing, and before you know it, it can be impacting your life in very interesting ways. Um, yeah. So thank you guys, and I'll turn it back over to Shelly. Bye.
Our folks have so much stress, so we have to find ways to let it go. You know, we internalize stuff so much. We have been traumatized. All these videos of this horrendous treatment, this war against our men and women. It's traumatizing. We have, you know, at some point it gets to be an oversaturation. You have to remove yourself, cleanse yourself from it, light your incense, whatever you do, center yourself, take care of yourself, journal, be grateful, write down 3 things that you're grateful for every day. They say gratitude equals happiness. Yes. So again, you know how we do: one God, one aim, one destiny. Yes, that's from one of my favorite songs. Be well, be kind, be peace, be love, be joy. Be the change you want to see in the world. Till next time, love.